may be seated, please. Thank you. We thank the music department of our great university for doing a wonderful job. Your Excellency, the guest lecturer, dear distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are not forgetting the traditional rulers here present. So we want to move on, and we want to exclude a number of activities that may not be so important so that we can move forward. And we want to officially recognize the high table once more, now that the program has started officially. We welcome in a special way, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the chairman of today's occasion, and to the glory of God, the Executive Governor of Enugu State, His Excellency, Dr. Peter Mba. Thank you. We also welcome those that are with him. Thank you very much. We wish to welcome the Executive Governor of Anambra State, Mr. Governor Professor Chukwuma Charles Soludo, CFR, ably represented today by the Deputy Governor of our state, Dr. Onyekachukwu Ibezim. So we welcome, though he's the one that is welcoming us as the chief host, our own dear Vice Chancellor, to the glory of God, the 7th substantive Vice Chancellor of Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, Professor Bernard Ifani Odo. Mr. Vice Chancellor, thank you, you are welcome. And we welcome the lecturer himself, just as I said up in issue, a global diplomat, His Excellency Dr. Mohammed Ibn Jebas. We welcome you, Your Excellency. No, Nabai. Okay. You are welcome, sir. You are welcome, sir. We welcome the mother of the day, the wife of the great Zik of Africa, Emeritus Professor Nnamdi Azikiwe, the wife of Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe. It is not easy. We wish to recognize and welcome the benefactor of the Zik Lecture Series, a great man that is doing great things all over the world. A distinguished senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, former special advisor to the executive president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria on party affairs. Ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies, Senator Dr. High Chief Ben Ndi Obi, CON, we welcome you, sir. Permit me to also welcome in a special way our great mother that is here too, the wife of the benefactor. The wife of the, I know why I'm repeating it 2 times, for those that do understand. You see, she is a woman of substance, the immediate past director of digital innovations at the Federal Inland Revenue Service, and currently a consultant with Federal Inland Revenue Service, Federal Republic of Nigeria. Lady Chief Tiaka Benobi, we welcome you. We welcome you. We welcome the father, one of the fathers of the day here present, His Royal Majesty, Obisa Dr. Gibson Mabeze Wosu Ezozoka. He's ably represented today by one of his cabinet chiefs, who is here present, Chief Ken. We welcome you. Please may we put our hands together for Chief Ken Chukura, representing Ezo. So we welcome the Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic, Professor Peter Abodome. So we welcome you, our dear Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic. You are welcome. We welcome all the traditional rulers, and with the permission of the chairman, I want to recognize in a special way His Royal Majesty Samuel Ike Chukwu Asado Igwe Abogide of Edem and Yu in Enugu State of Nigeria. Chairman Enugu State Traditional Rulers Council, we welcome you. Your Majesty. So we also welcome His Royal Majesty Igwe Ambassador Dr. Lawrence Agubozo, Knight of Simulumba OON CFR. Eze Obune Chendo of Eze Molo, former Chairman Enugu State Council of Traditional Rulers, Coordinator and former Chairman Southeast Council of Traditional Rulers, Chancellor Federal University of Kashiri, Gombe State. We welcome you, Your Majesty. We also welcome His Royal Majesty Igwe Dr. H.I. Eze Chukwu Debelus II of Ibagwaka, Grand Patron, Enugu State Traditional Council. We welcome you, sir. We also welcome His Royal Majesty Igwe Greg Ugu, Igbo Chinamata, anyone of Ataku, Akebwe, Ancient Kingdom, Grand Patron, Enugu State Council of Traditional Rulers. We welcome you. Thank you. We also have in our midst His Royal Highness Igwe Dr. Imaugu, the Crown Mayor of Nike, Chairman, Enugu East Local Government Traditional Rulers Council, and Pro Enugu and PRO Enugu State TRC. We welcome you, Your Majesty. Thank you. So we welcome the Association of Local Governments of Nigeria, Enugu State Chapter here present, ALGON for short, represented by Honorable Ugo Ferdinand Ugweze, the Deputy Chairman. We welcome you, and Honorable Uche Okoro, the Secretary. We welcome you. Thank you very much. And we also welcome the Enugu State Woman Leader, Ambassador Honorable Peace Patrick, and Umwada Peter Mba of Enugu State. We welcome you. We also welcome the members of State Working Committee of the People's Democratic Party, Enugu State. We welcome you. I say no. So I will be doing the recognitions as we move on. We welcome the commissioners that are here. We will also recognize you accordingly. But we want to start the program, and recognitions will be done as we move on. Thank you. Thank you. So we take the opening prayer, and it's going to be led by the Deputy Vice Chancellor of our great university, Reverend Father Professor Peter Abonome. Please, Father. Thank you very much. Dear DVC, please we welcome the chairman of PDP Enugu State of Nigeria. He's here with us. We welcome you, sir, and your team. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Chief Kene Kwenugo, we also welcome you. Maiga Pazina Memoji.
Thank you very much, my dean. May I now respectfully request the dean to give us a lot. He is actually the man behind today's event. Our dean, Professor Frank Collins Okafor.
Your Excellencies, the Vice Chancellor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Faculty of Social Sciences, I wish to present with all due respect the kola nuts to our dear Vice Chancellor, Professor Bernard Ifani Odo, who will now present the kola nuts to our guests. Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir.
Excellency, Chairman, question has been by Some people say that Ndi Igbo na worship here, but we celebrate Ochi. Having said this, as a representative of Jesus of Awka, ordinarily because I'm wearing the shoe of Jesus, but because Abogi is here, Abogi, I want to concede and add this. You won't? Okay. Okay. The executive governor of Anambra State, represented by his deputy. Because today name Kose Lodge, na Anambra State kaino. Doing First. Yonye Shimahadu. Yonye Shimahadu no na ngie kaino. Ngie kaino. Ye governor. Ye Okuzuna Abazigwe. Our presenter for today. Ye Oji. Tell Abogidi, Oji. Okay, we go. Ndi Igwe, because the most senior Igwe there, because Azikiwe we Oji Agu. They should have this. Oh, Zik. Imana why are race lodge man amadi yesef telia. Bia? We can madi yesef telia. Like I said, ordinarily, there was a ordinarily na Igbo. Abego di n'Awka. Onye tocha na ga watch. Mana ezuzu n'olia. We do 150 years. Ezuzu ga watch. So kunu gota even Jawa lodge. My senior brothers here, very senior colleagues and my mentors are here. When I'm standing, it's a real privilege wearing the shoe of Ezuzu this morning. Dubai. For benefit of those who don't understand Igbo, I've spoken enough of English. The caller does not understand English. So, Oja Batonu Maka. Dubai Sina, Ileja Anabata Mad, Wodge, Eno Bridgel, in a watch, switch even in Ayashi, Pata in Pata, Moja Duya. The impression is that they draw well come. So when I say, no, gee, or a balloon of no ibe. That's in this, no, neighbor. Or a ballet or paper presenter. Ballo governor Shenugu will be a ballo jelibu. When you name me yearly, I know that you are a name Arakia or. I told you. Tatando. Tata Rishi, Tata Mamive. So, I told you, ka ọ dụ anyị mma na-arụ site na Jizọs Kraịst bụ onye nwe anyị. Unu tuke mụ ọmụ ọgọnza. So as I break the collar, those other people that have collars can break their own.
Well, thank you so much, Omogo, for in Ezozo and doing justice to the kola nut that understands only Igbo language. Thank you. We'll move very quickly, recognize a few persons, and then make forward movement. May I respectfully recognize the presence in our midst of the Deputy Vice Chancellor Administration, Professor Joseph Ikechebel. You're welcome, sir. Also in the room is Professor Damian Ezonyejiakudi, SA to the Vice Chancellor on Accreditation. We also have here Chief Ekunugo. You're welcome, sir. Also here, we have the Honorable Commissioner for Special Duties, Government of Enugu State, and that is talking about Ajogo Sunday Emeka. Also here is the Honorable Commissioner for Culture and Tourism, Dame Ugochi Madweke. Also in the entourage or the chairman of today's occasion, His Excellency Barrister Pitamba, is the Commissioner for Innovation, Science and Technology. Please welcome Prince Lawrence Eze. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I'd like to invite for his opening remarks the chairman of today's event, His Excellency Dr. Peter Mba, Governor of Enugu State of Nigeria.
Dr. Peter Mba, my able governor,
Thank you. Your Excellency, the Governor of Anambra State, ably represented by the Deputy Governor, His Excellency Dr. Onyekachukwu Ibezim, the Vice Chancellor, Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Professor Bernard Ifeanyi Odo, the benefactor, distinguished Senator Ben Ndiobi and your amiable wife, the Dean Faculty of Social Sciences, Professor Frank Collins Okafor, the Royal Father of the Day, His Royal Majesty Obi Alfred Achebe, the Obi of Onitsha, His Royal Majesty Dr. Gibson Nwosu Ezuzo Oka, ably represented by Chief Ken Shukura, the Chairman of Enugu State Traditional Rulers Council, Igwe Sam Asado, and indeed other royal fathers with him from Enugu. the mother of the day, Her Excellency Professor Nnamdi Azikiwe, how could I forget our eminent guest lecturer, His Excellency Dr. Mohammed Ibn Chambers, members of the Executive Council, Enugu State, the chairman of our party, and other members of the State Working Committee, our woman leader and the PDP women here, distinguished guests, the great Zikites, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. In just 13 years, the annual Zik lecture series has grown to such extent that it has become a major calendar highlight in Nigeria and beyond, lending perspectives and clarity to many social, political, and economic issues. So you can imagine why I did not have to think twice before accepting to chair this occasion. Indeed, the mere fact of being considered as potential chair for this event itself is a huge honor to me. The profile of Zik lecture series is underlined by the stature of the personalities it has attracted over the years. The list includes former President of Ghana, His Excellency Jerry Rawlings, former President of Tanzania, His Excellency Benjamin Mkapa, former President of Sierra Leone, Dr. Bai Koroma, former Prime Minister of Kenya, His Excellency Raila Odinga, Nigeria's former Vice President, His Excellency Atiku Abubakar, former Commonwealth Secretary General, Chief Emeka Anyoko, and the list goes on. This year's lecture series follows a similar and consistent pattern, with the very eminent Dr. Mohammed Ibn Chambers, whose resume is an inspiring tale of excellence. With a background that straddles law, diplomacy, academics, and politics, Dr. Chambers is clearly a fitting choice. And the theme also for this year's lecture is apt: Zik's legacies and the rising social movements in Africa and rethinking African integration. So I thank the organizers of the annual Zik lecture series and commend them for helping to keep the remarkable memory of Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe alive. I commend the benefactor, also High Chief Dr. Ben Ndiobi Ojelibo Ndibo, for his great insight. Equally worth commending is the passion demonstrated by the university community, ably led by the Vice Chancellor, the Dean of Social Sciences faculty. Indeed, other members of the university, the announcers, Professor Uche Victor Ebeze, who is the chairman of the planning committee of this Zik lecture series. Professor Mkem Dilim Nonyelu, also the advisor of the Zik lecture series. Of course, the candor and dignity that Professor Uche Azikiwe projects has been no less remarkable. One of the greatest legacies of Dr. Nnamdi Benjamin Azikiwe is his profound power of life, his profound power of the mind, his philosophies, his life philosophies till today they still resonate as the path to tread in bringing succor to many Africa's challenges. So to prepare for this engagement, I have sought to refresh my memory on Dr. Azikiwe's philosophies by reading a few of his books. And I must say that I am amazed at how the ideas espoused therein speak so eloquently, even to the present times. Quite remarkably, his prescient thoughts also mirror the theme of today's lecture. I was particularly struck by his postulations on what he called the New Africa goal. He encapsulated this in what he called a recapitulation of basic human rights. In philosophical and sociological terms, which means, when broken to their brass tacks, sacrifices by the ruling elite. He saw this as a path towards the continental resurgence, wherein Africa would be liberated from the social and economic factors of poverty, where the cost of living would be reasonable and the standard of living above the minimum subsistence level. The African mind liberated from the shackles of ignorance, since the satisfaction of these conditions implies freedom to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It is easy to agree that his thoughts and activism represent some vivid benchmark against which many contemporary political developments could be weighed. How interesting it would have been if we could catch a glimpse of the great Zik's thoughts regarding Africa's, and indeed the world's current state of affairs. Would he be indifferent, satisfied, or disappointed? What we assume his reaction might have been would reflect the degree to which we have studied the political philosophy of Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, whose 120th posthumous birthday the lecture today commemorates. When the Nigerian youth movement, of which Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe had been a prominent member, was founded in 1934, the total estimated population of Nigeria was a little over 20 million. That figure included the mandate territories of the Cameroons. Zik was barely 30 years at the time. Its founder, Professor Eyo Ita, had just turned 30. Other founding members of the Nigerian youth movement, regarded as Nigeria's first genuine nationalist organization, were roughly of that age bracket. Established to foster the country's political advancement and enhance the socio-economic status of Nigerian citizens. Members pursued the organization goals via pamphlets and newspapers distribution of these pamphlets at rallies and whatnot. So they employed the traditional platform then of communication. Today, with a